Hey everyone, I'm just gonna have a bit of a rant about capitalism. I used to actually support it, and I don't even know why, because the whole thing's corrupt. Like, it's just, we're sold this idea about free market capitalism and how it's great for the economy and all this, but in reality, it's only good for a very small percentage of people who own big businesses. Now, I'm not saying that all businesses are corrupt and all that, but I think that we can all agree that there's a lot of big businesses that will cut corners. They will make products cheaper than they need to be to cut costs. They will treat their employees like crap, and people are just kind of born into this system where they feel like they don't have a choice to kind of become free. And of course, yeah, you can become free if you really want to, but it's going to take sacrifice, and it's just the whole system's kind of been designed to kind of make it difficult to escape. It's designed to keep you a wage slave. Now, a lot of people say, oh, wage slavery doesn't exist, blah, blah, blah. But the fact is that most people are being massively undercut for their time and their effort. The wealth is so top heavy, and a lot of these people at the top, they're just sitting back, raking all the cash in. You've got the employees doing all the hard work for them for very little. So you can see why a lot of people are giving up. Like a lot of Gen Zs kind of giving up now. Because they can kind of see that there's no point in taking part in this. They would rather just stay at home, play computer games or whatever, and not even bother trying to work their way up the career ladder, the property ladder, or anything, because we're all sold this idea like the American dream or whatever, like the Western dream, owning your own home, going on holiday every year, having a big family, but you're expected to just slave away all your life to do that. And people are just deciding it's not even worth it anymore. And I think we need to look more into self-sufficiency, like more off-grid living, I think would be the best solution, because that kind of goes against all of the systems that have been that we've been kind of offered. We get offered capitalism, socialism, communism, whatever. All these can be corrupted if the wrong people are in charge. And we're in this kind of mix of capitalism and kind of socialism for the rich. They'll bail out the rich people, but yet the people who keep the infrastructure running, they get screwed over. It's just kind of sick. Look what happened during the lockdowns. Who actually got screwed over the most? Meanwhile, the richest people, they got richer. Now, of course, it's not entirely due to capitalism. Of course, the government has played a part, but the fact of the matter is that corporations will do whatever they can do to get richer, cutting corners, reducing the quality of their products as much as they possibly can, and shrinking their products even though the prices keep going up. And I just think it's absolutely pathetic. And what we're supposed to do, I think people just need to boycott everything. I think going forward, maybe people just need to look at more simple living and just completely just not rely so much on the system, because the more reliant you are on the system, the more they can exploit you. So what I'm going to be showing on this channel is off-grid living. Going to show you the traveling around, being nomadic, and yeah, that's what I want to promote. Not saying everyone should be doing that, but I think we need to just like stop trying to chase all this materialism as well. I think that's all really bad, because people are just going to keep slaving away, trying to hustle, try and start up some business, like where they're earning like millions every year to try and maintain a lifestyle where they've got Bugattis and whatever. And most of the time they're going to fail to do that, and even if they do succeed, they're going to feel pressured to keep up that lifestyle, to keep raking in all the money, and they're going to be afraid of competition, because inevitably there's going to be someone else that's going to be trying to do the same thing. And surely that can't be good on your mental health. It's just going to stress you out. It's just going to make you fear all the time that you're going to be undercut by your competition. And so this is the thing of this dog eat dog world of capitalism and just greed at the top. And I mean, are these people at the top really that happy? I just don't think it's all about money. I've come to realize that the most important things in life is having a purpose, and just having enough to get by and be happy with it, being able to do the things you want to do, like traveling or whatever. And there is ways of doing that without having to have tons of money. And also just having good quality connections in your life, having love in your life. These sort of things can really be the most important. Like, I would not trade any amount of money. Sorry, I wouldn't trade love for any amount of money. I don't care. Like, you could give me $1 million, I wouldn't care. Like, I really do not give a damn if, you know, like I get 1 million, 1 billion, 1 trillion. If I don't feel a connection with somebody, because to me that's way more important than what any amount of money could give me. And people need to focus on what they really want out of life, and chasing materialism and capital is kind of greed is just not gonna probably be fulfilling ultimately. It's just gonna lead you down constantly comparing yourself to other people. And yeah, I mean, it should really just be you versus you. But when it comes to starting a business that's like in a capitalist society, that it's just dog eat dog, and you're constantly going to be afraid that someone's going to overtake you, and it's going to give you that anxiety. And yeah, but yeah, not to mention that, you know, a lot of these companies are unethical. They're paying off regulators to put out products that aren't even really safe. I mean, America's the worst for this, like your FDA and how they get paid off. So they're not even doing their job to regulate hardly. And even in this country, to a degree, things aren't greatly regulated. And if things weren't regulated at all, then you could argue that things would be a whole lot worse. And people are pushing, like, you know, free market capitalism, no regulation. And I was thinking about that for a while and thinking, oh yeah, because I'm like, I have quite a kind of like, you know, libertarian, anarchist kind of, you know, sort of views on things. But like, but at the same time, I think that we as a society should be able to kind of decide what kind of regulations we should impose for our own kind of safety and the safety of society as a whole. But, you know, it's just that these companies just don't care. They just want to make more and more profit, and they will literally make products intentionally to break quicker so that people are forced to replace them. Therefore, they can make more money from you. Like your washing machine, it's probably not going to last as long now. You're going to be forced to get a new one. So yeah, it's just, this is all, I would say capitalism. It's now, yeah, you could argue that, like a more regulated version of capitalism, but pure capitalism, I just don't think is actually going to work, even though it sounds good. Just like how communism sounds good on paper, it's just, is it really going to work in practice? I mean, it's just it's just, I don't know, that this whole economy is just screwed, especially in the West now. Just that things have gone downhill pretty rapidly, and things are just not what they were. So many businesses have gone under. Like these small businesses I'm talking about, big corporations buying them out. Just pure greed, corporate greed. It's kind of destroyed society. You've got like things like social media and how that's destroying society. You've got things like dating apps, all designed to make money and not actually to benefit people. They don't care about people. They just care about getting rich. You've got like things like Big Pharma trying to make money on medications to keep people sick. Basically, they don't actually care about actually treating the sickness. They just want to keep making money off their patients. If they actually cured your sickness, then they would lose a customer, right? So it doesn't make sense that they would want to cure your sickness, unless they can just keep making money off it. In that case, it's not really cured, is it? If you're having to keep getting some medication every month, 3 months, whatever, that you can, reduce the symptoms or whatever, and you still have the sickness. So they don't really care about, treating the underlying cause, a lot of them, because it's all just about making money. So yeah, it's just, this whole system is completely cooked, and yeah, I just hope that maybe we can start to just like go against it and start maybe something of our own, but then that could get hijacked. So I don't know, but yeah, I think that as an individual we can just decide not to participate in the system so much and try to be as independent as you can. So that's kind of my positive kind of like, sort of positive kind of like advice, you could say that. But let me know what you think in the comments. Yeah, do we need a whole new system, or do we just need a reform of the current system? Have I got anything wrong here? Yeah. Now there might be people, but like it's people who are like, entitled, who hate capitalism, whatever. It's just, no, I just see it as very predatory. Like even things like the housing market and the way that the people take advantage of people in vulnerable situations where they're forced to pay extortionate prices just for some freaking bricks and mortar, which costs probably a fraction of what they're selling it for. I just think it's absolutely just like disgusting. And yeah, I just think it's kind of messed up that people are like literally having to pay just to live. It's sad, but we need to just try and figure something out, and we need to start supporting each other. Stop getting divided about pointless kind of conflicts, and we need to see the bigger picture. And yeah, all right. I'll see you all later. Peace out. Bye.